What's going on, Fit Fam? So we are at the park. It's supposed to be a day off, but y'all know how we get. So we did some push-ups, pull-ups, dips, abs, all that good stuff. But as we get closer, like some of you guys been following me for years, some of you guys just started following me. But I want to give y'all my full backstory, like full background, full testimony, just so y'all can see the growth. Y'all can see where I was and where I am now and where I hope to be eventually in the future, man. Like I want us to be like this. So I want to give y'all everything. So for me, man, I was born in Jacksonville, Florida. I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship at Georgia Tech. So I played football for Georgia Tech from 2012 to like early 2017. And for me, that was my identity. Football was my identity. I was an athlete, plan A, no plan B. Like I was going to the NFL. You couldn't tell me different. And when that didn't happen because of my own faults, my own failures, I got depressed. I got depressed and I lost my identity. So I started binge eating. Like I would eat a 6 pack of ice cream M&M sandwiches in one sitting, like just to myself. Just I realized I developed an eating disorder, and for me, playing sports my whole life, like that was it didn't seem possible. Like I didn't think I could develop an eating disorder and get out of shape because I was always playing sports my whole life. So when that happened, like everything just started to go downhill. So I was eating because I felt like a failure. I eventually started drinking to drown the noise. So I would drink with friends, I would drink alone, and before I know it, I just kept drinking more and more and more to just drown the noise because I felt like a failure. Um, that essentially turned into using drugs because I felt like just drowning the noise. Like everything just reminded me of how far I had failed and how I just felt like I let everybody down and there was no hope, there was no light to the end of the tunnel for me. So between drinking, using drugs, eating all kind of crazy, like my mental health and my physical health took a huge decline. I just felt like nothing was going right for me in my life. So at that point, man, I just found myself in a really dark place. And man, it's hard to talk about, man, but I want to tell y'all everything, like everything. I don't want to leave a single thing out. Before I gave my life to Christ, through the binge eating and drug usage and consuming alcohol, I eventually even started selling drugs, which is a little embarrassing, man. I started selling drugs as a way just to make extra money. Like I was doing everything because I just felt like life was over for me. I just felt like there was no way out. Like I had let everybody down, and that's just what it was, man. I was no longer a football player. I didn't have that identity, um, and I didn't know what to do with myself. Man, I would work overnight, and I would still kind of do my thing on the side to kind of make as much money as I can to just live life, man. I just know I needed money to survive, and I was just trying to make as much as I can at that point in my life with no structure or no real hope. I was just going through the motions. So back in 2020, um, thank God, man, I was fortunate and blessed to have my first daughter, my 5-year-old now, Amira. And after having her, like I straightened up some, but I was still kind of doing my own thing with drinking and all that good stuff. Like I still felt like there was no way out. Um, but I worked overnight. Like I told you, I was always working and trying to find ways to make money. But I was working overnight, and I got tired. Like I would work 12, 13, 14-hour shifts, sleep for like 3, 4 hours, and then kind of do my own thing. Fam, we are back, man. My camera died, but um, continuing with the story. So all of the eating and the lack of self-care and like the lack of sleep, all of it eventually caught up with me. So driving home one night after a long, long night of work, and to this day, like I still don't remember falling asleep at the wheel, but I fell asleep, veered off the road, and I hit a cement pole like head on. I was going at least 40 miles per hour. Like the airbags didn't deploy. Like it was crazy. And still, by the grace of God, I don't know how I didn't have a single scratch. I didn't have a bruise. Like I had aches and pains here and there, but nothing that wasn't manageable. And man, like I realized two things in that moment. That one, God had a purpose for my life because there's no way that I should have walked away from that incident. If you see the car, which I'll show y'all a picture of the car, but if you see the car, there's no way that I shouldn't have walked away from that accident untouched. God really had his hand on me. He really had his hand on me. So I felt like in that moment, God wasn't done with me. God still had purpose in my life. And mind you, I had a 1997 Lincoln Town car. And this is in 2020. I was an old school player, man, but 1997 Lincoln Town car. And that car got completely destroyed. And like I said, I didn't have a single scratch, no real major damage. So I was like, man, God has to have a plan for my life. He had to have his hand on me. But two, I realized that this whole cycle that I was in, this whole mental space I was in, I would eventually die there. And like, had I passed away in that moment, the legacy that I would have left behind for my daughter and for my family to follow in that moment was pure garbage. Like I knew right then and there that I had to change. Like God didn't save me for no reason, or God didn't save me to keep doing the same things. Like I knew right then and there I had to change. And that's when I gave my life to Christ. I gave my life to Christ. Like I remember praying like, Lord, just thank you for one, saving me. Thank you for my family, but God, I surrender. Like I was done trying to use drugs to cope. I was done drinking. I was done binge eating. I was done with the weak mindset. I was done with poor habits. I was done, trying to do all these things that weren't aligned with the man that I knew I was called to be. And from that point on, man, my life completely changed. So like I went on a journey of self-improvement. Like my whole thing was to better self. Like mentally, physically, spiritually. Like I knew I had to change to be an example for my daughter and for my family. So man, it was a lot of trial and error. A lot of trial and error with trying different things and different routines and trying to put different systems in place to try to shift my mindset and get my life together. But the more I read my word and the more I trusted God, things just started to align. Like the practices that I put in place, those things started working. And I was eventually able to put together a system to show other people like how I eventually made it out of that mental headspace and how I eventually bettered my health, how I eventually broke that weak mindset. So I would go back and forth between Georgia and Florida, kind of helping my dad with real estate. And I was making decent money, but I still didn't feel fulfilled. Like I didn't feel like I was doing what I was truly called to do. One day I was kind of looking at my life and looking at like what I really wanted to accomplish in life and what I felt good doing. What could I wake up and do every single day and then not feel like work? And the answer was training people, like helping people feel confident, helping people break weak mindset, helping people feel like their best self. Like that's what gave me joy. So all of the systems, all of the exercises that I had done in that period of time that kind of helped myself elevate, I realized these same exercises and practices were helping other people. I eventually stopped working with my dad and I eventually started working at Crunch. So I was doing the whole trainer thing, man, and I was helping people get down and I was helping people elevate their mental. And I was like, man, like I really want to do this for myself. Like I enjoy the freedom of being able to spend time with my family when I wanted to, or being able to pick up and leave with my family without having to ask or get an okay from somebody. So I eventually quit my trainer job and I was able to scale this whole thing, my own thing. I call it a 180 method, but I was able to scale that full time. Like, and man, I really can't express to you how big of a blessing that was. Like, to be able to help people and elevate people. Like, I dedicated my life to helping and elevating people. To be able to do that and still enjoy my family, it was amazing. Like, I wake up in complete amazement, and I give God gratitude every single day for the life I live, for just Him being able to rescue me and use my testimony to elevate me. Like, this, the very thing that was meant to break me essentially is the reason why I became successful. Like, everything that I had went through that was meant to break me, I built a system around it, and I was able to use that to reach people and share the word of God and share my testimony. And that's why I love doing what I do, man. Like, I want y'all here with me this whole journey. So things y'all can expect to see, like, of course, the educational videos with getting shredded and breaking down fat. But I want y'all to see, like, the day-to-day, like the things that I go through mentally and how I'm still coaching myself now. Like, that stuff never stops. Coaching never stops. I still coach myself to this day to break mental cycles and to get better. But besides coaching, man, and me reaching certain epiphanies, and I want y'all to see everything. I eventually started bodybuilding too, man. I love the bodybuild. And I want y'all to see that too, man. Like, the behind the scenes of prepping and going to a competition and all that good stuff, man. Spending family time. I want y'all to be able to see that, and, you know, being a dad and how I overcome adversity through situations. I want y'all to be here with me. Like, I say fit fam, but, like, man, I mean that. And a lot of the encouraging messages and the voice notes and comments that y'all leave, man, y'all really have no idea how much life y'all gave me in a dark moment in my life. Like, y'all really helped me just elevate, man, and y'all kept me encouraged. So, like, because of that, man, I really want to take y'all on this whole entire journey of self-improvement. So y'all saw where I was from drinking and eating and selling drugs and all that good stuff to becoming the man I am today, man. Being able to scale this whole thing full time and work and help and serve you guys, man, and still better myself every day and still be able to share with y'all, like, how I'm improving steadily. Because, man, like, I have a certain place I want to be. I have goals. And, man, I want y'all to see me from now to that point. Like, I want y'all to see everything, man. I just hope that even if it's one person, man, that can identify themselves in my journey and just elevate themselves, that's all I can ask for. Truly, man, I really do love and appreciate y'all, man, for being here. Even watching this video, if you made it this long, man, thank you. Like, I really appreciate you, and I love you, man, from the bottom of my heart, genuinely. I love you. Thank you for sticking with me, man. And like I said, man, I want to see this thing to the top. Right now, man, I'm far from wealthy, man. But I'm way better off than what I was, and to be in this position while doing what I love is a blessing. So, man, hey, man, I can't wait to make this thing something special. Like, I want y'all to see, you know, first brand deals and behind the scenes of winning competitions, like everything, man. I just want y'all to see my life and how I'm steadily improving. But thank you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking these videos. And, man, I love you. Can't wait to grow with y'all.